Take a look at this picture. What do you think this animal eats? If you said obviously it's a meat eater, a carnivore, it's a predator that chases down prey and uses those massive canine teeth to pierce the hide and the flesh of the prey and hold on to it as the prey wriggles trying to escape, I wouldn't blame you. But you might be surprised to learn that this is a Galata monkey of the Ethiopian highlands, and its diet is almost exclusively plants, with most of it being comprised of grasses. This is a grazing monkey. So how in the world do we explain those massive canine teeth? And the answer is sexual selection in the form of male-male competition for access to females. So in these species, and I'll show you a few others, males have evolved these massive canine teeth as weapons to use on one another as opposed to tools for catching prey. The lowland gorilla is another herbivore where we see the evolution of extreme canine teeth because of male-male competition for dominance over these troops of females and the mating rights that come with it. Males have evolved these weapons in addition to their massive body sizes and incredible musculature. They've evolved these weapons to use on one another as opposed to prey. In fact, like the Galata, lowland gorillas are almost exclusively herbivores. And in three of the most extreme examples of teeth gone wild via sexual selection, that is competition for mates, we have the elephant's tusk, which is a modified incisor. We have the walrus tusks, which are their canine teeth, and they're particularly large in males versus females. And then we also have Smilodon, my favorite of the saber-toothed cats. And there is some debate still going on about the relative contribution of sexual selection, right, competition for mates, versus natural selection, like the ability to catch prey, and how those contribute to the extreme lengths of the canine teeth in Smilodon. But nonetheless, most researchers agree sexual selection had to have played at least somewhat of a role in those ridiculously long canine teeth. And that brings me to the last thing I'd like to say, and that is that many of these traits, like canine teeth, are the product of both natural and sexual selection, right? A male brown bear's massive canine teeth function both in his ability to inflict damage on a rival when competing for territory and mates, but also allow him to sink those canines into a reindeer, caribou, a moose, or an elk, or a salmon, right? As it's wriggling and trying to get away, a longer canine will allow you to hold on to prey that's trying to escape more effectively than a shorter canine. And so the last thing I just wanted to say is that most of the time what we see in a lot of these traits is some combination of evolution via sexual selection and natural selection.